Movies about rich people and successful businessmen have substantial appeal to numerous audiences, particularly when they are based on real people and true events. Even if watching a film about billionaires seems like just a lovely time to us, it is impossible not to be motivated by the fortitude, energy, stubbornness, and courageousness of these people that led them to their accomplishments. Films about prosperous people stimulate us to think about our resources and abilities, inspire action, and may even be the push for starting our own business. Number 9. Boiler Room. Giovanni Ribisi plays a college dropout who runs a casino out of his Queens home. When his controlling father, a strict judge, finds out about it, he blows his stack. Ribisi decides to up the ante in his effort to win his father's support. He joins JT Marlin, a hotshot brokerage company on Long Island. First-time writer-director Ben Younger makes a believable tense world that runs on rap songs and testosterone. Competitors taunt each other like Marvel and DC fans in Armani suits. For those who desire to discover something new in the field of deals, this story of American brokerage plotters will be a real gem. Before you is not just another crime drama, but the answer to the question, how do you earn big from the ground up? The movie does not forget about the price at which $1 million, luxury cars, palaces, and mansions are achieved. The characters are young and destructive, innovative and dangerous, and they are ready to do anything to flourish. Number 8. Glengarry Glen Ross. The brokers in an unimportant real estate firm are told by a hotshot motivator played by Alec Baldwin that a new challenge will be held to increase deals. The winner will get a Cadillac, second prize will be a set of steak knives, and those coming in third or lower will be sacked. Glengarry Glen Ross is amusing to watch and will bring practical benefits to those who live off sales commissions. In fact, everything here is an assortment of recommendations for increasing sales in a very rough rivalry. You can effectively implement several of the approaches and concepts from this movie into contemporary times. Number 7. Margin Call. The economic Armageddon is coming. The world financial crisis of 2008. Projections are terrifying. A collapse appears totally unavoidable. A team of top executives on Wall Street face a hard decision, and any and every choice is troubled with permanent consequences. They imagine a wild evening and the most horrible times of their lives. Margin Call portrays the last night of good times on Wall Street, as a lethal confidence travels up the management ladder at an investment firm. Catastrophic theory in the mortgage markets is leading to the firm's failure. We can still remember those days in the summer of 2008, when America seemed overflowing in wealth and the stock market was setting records. And then one firm after another was required to announce insolvency, the nation's financial structure was exposed, and Congress ponied up its giant bailout. Number 6. A Good Year. Based on the book by Peter Mayle, A Good Year stars a charming Russell Crowe as a cruel, workaholic investment advisor. He works, as everyone does in British films today, very close of Norman Foster's London Gherkin. And he's the kind of type who lives in a glass house at whom stones should be thrown. Crowe inherits a rundown Provençal winery and chateau from a philosophical Francophile uncle. The movie poses the question, should he sell it and go back to the rat race? Or should he slow down in France among all these delightful, life-enhancing folks? Or should he have his chateau and eat it? Or can he manage both? Number 5. Wall Street. The millionaire is a hunter, a corporate marauder, a Wall Street swindler. His name is Gordon Gekko, a name no doubt inspired by the lizard that feeds on bugs and breaks its tail when stuck. The kid is a broker for a second-tier Wall Street firm. He works the phones, soliciting new customers, offering second-hand guidance, buying and selling and dreaming. Just once I'd like to be on that side, he says angrily, looking at the phone. Gekko is his hero. A definitive film featuring Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen, Wall Street presents success tales and how they lead to riches. The basic ideologies of business do not have a statute of limitations. They are always applicable in our time when a considerable amount of entrepreneurship moved to the internet. An extra for the viewer will be the disclosure of some trading secrets. Number 4. Steve Jobs. Danny Boyle's electrifying picture, which takes place behind the scenes at 3 key product launches during the late Steve Jobs' career, begins with the Apple co-founder going crazy minutes before presenting the Macintosh in 1984 because his team couldn't get it to say hello. He was capricious and neurotic, qualities he was infamous for, but he was also onto something, as we now see. This idea of technology serving as a boundless and reassuring friend. Steve Jobs is one of the best movies about entrepreneurship, inventions, and individual evolution. Jobs changed the world with creations and influenced the stream of technology growth history and inspired an entire generation of new enthusiasts determined to create their garage startups, shape the next huge brands, and control the planet. Number 3. Moneyball. In the 2002 season, the country's poorest Major League Baseball team put together a 20-game winning streak, setting a new American League record. The crew began the same season with 11 losses in a row. What happened between is the stuff of Moneyball, a clever, powerful, and touching motion picture that isn't so much about sports as about the conflict between instinct and numbers. The biographical drama featuring Brad Pitt is capable of becoming an influential cheerleader for countless contemporary entrepreneurs. As the name suggests, the plan deals with essential variations in life and the shifting rules of the game. In the corporate world, as in sports, if you only can overcome anxiety and indifference, you can attain outstanding outcomes and find an actual answer to the problem with minimal effort. Number 2. Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise is playing Jerry Maguire, a successful pro sports manager who has so many clients he can't truly care about most of them. He spends most of his time traveling, one of those dog joggers you see in airports, racking up the frequent flyer miles in chase of the brilliance they read about in pin-brained bestsellers. The Cameron Crowe-directed movie proves constantly that it is vital to have faith in yourself, identify the goal, and disregard the problems. Actual victory is far outside your comfort zone. To accomplish it, you have to get out of the usual rut, fight the aggravations and attacks of critics, overcome complications, and endure letdowns. Number 1. The Aviator. Howard Hughes in his last 2 decades closed himself away from the world. At first, he haunted a penthouse in Las Vegas, and then he moved to a bungalow behind the Beverly Hills Hotel. He was the world's richest man, and with his money bought himself a room he never left. This biopic features a fascinating plot, superstar actors, dazzling direction, unrivaled camera work, and stylish outfits. It's not without reason that The Aviator won 5 Oscars and 11 nominations. Nonetheless, this movie is more than mere evening entertainment. The story of a prodigy madman, a millionaire, and the owner of a casino and the largest Hollywood company is a movie that will be motivating to all entrepreneurs, and specifically valuable to those who complain about their lack of inspiration and a loss of sense of purpose.